Welcome to the class 7 students. This is the continuation part of the chapter allergy. In my previous video, I have done till the topic of types of allergy in your book, page number 100. I hope you have understood everything that I have discussed till now. I have also explained the few terms that are related to allergy and skin disorders, which is in the box in page number 100. So in today's video, I am going to start with the topic of how an allergic reaction occurs. Okay, so let's read from the book. When a person who is allergic to a particular allergen comes in contact with it, an allergic reaction occurs. So it is very simple as that. If any person is allergic to a particular substance, if that person comes in contact to that particular substance which is acting as an allergen, then the allergic reaction will start. So it is as simple as that, and that is why doctors always advise to stay away or to protect yourself. Means you cannot always means you can stay away from any food substance that you have allergy from, but suppose you are living, your home is in a very dusty place and you have dust allergy, so the only way that you can protect yourself from that dust in that dusty place is to change your home. So it is not always possible, so you cannot always ignore, you might have to take precautions, you might have to exercise some control, or you might have to wear masks and all that. So when a person who is allergic to a particular allergen comes in contact with it, an allergic reaction occurs. This reaction begins when the allergen, for example here let's talk about pollen grains, enters the body and causes special cells in the body tissues to make a chemical known as antibody. So we have talked about antibody previously, that these antibodies are body's soldiers, the soldiers of our body who are protecting our body from harmful foreign substances. Okay, so basically the soldiers of our body, they are protecting our body from diseases, so those are known as antibodies. Now when this allergen enter our body, that allergen stimulates or induces the production of these antibodies. Okay, basically these allergens are the enemies of our body, and the body then realizes that something foreign substance or a kind of an enemy has entered our body, and in that response the body starts producing more and more the soldiers, which are the antibodies. When the pollen grains come in contact with the antibodies, a substance called histamine, so here we are getting to know about a few terms. The first term that we got to know is antibody. These are our body's soldiers that protect our body from harmful foreign substances. Next one is the histamine. So what is histamine? The histamine is produced in response to the antibodies production. Okay, see, when the pollen grains come in contact, means the allergen comes in contact with the antibody plus allergen, what happens? Histamine is produced. Okay, histamine causes allergic reactions and results in swelling and inflammation. So this histamine is basically the main culprit for allergic reactions in our body. This histamine is responsible for producing allergic reactions, be it sneezing, coughing, swelling, wheezing, rashes and anything. This histamine is causing that, because when the allergen are entering our body and they come in and they stimulate the production of these antibodies, both of them come together and produce this histamine. Okay, histamine causes allergic reactions and results in swelling and inflammation. Certain drugs called antihistamine drugs, so the medicines that we take to prevent the allergic reactions are known as antihistamine drug, something which will stop the functioning of the histamine. Those are known as antihistamine drugs. So what do histamines do? Basically they cause the allergic reactions in our body. And an allergy, see the book, see the did you know in page number 100. An allergy is a overreaction of the immune system in response to something that is normally harmless. Food intolerances do not pose the same threats as allergies. They can cause problems such as vomiting and bloating, but they do not involve the immune system. However, allergic reactions to food involves the immune system and can be life threatening. So allergy is basically the overreaction of the immune system. The immune system is overreacting due to the entry of certain foreign substances like allergens, and as a result, the body is producing more and more of the soldiers of the body, which are known as antibodies, and as a result, what is happening, histamine is produced, and they are causing those different allergic reactions. To suppress those allergic reactions, doctors prescribe us some medicines which are basically antihistamine drugs or medicines. Drugs here means medicines, which will suppress or slow down the activity or the mechanism of the histamine that is released. Okay, so I hope you have understood how an allergic reaction occurs. Okay, you have got to know a few terms regarding this, and I hope it is clear to you all. The next topic that we are going to talk about in this chapter is the diagnosis of allergy. How do the doctors diagnose that this particular is allergic to this particular allergen? Okay, so an allergy can be diagnosed by a doctor known as an allergist. So specialist doctors we don't call them doctors, obviously they are doctors, but since this specialize in any particular field of this medicine, they got their special names. So a doctor who has a specialization in different kinds of allergies, that doctor is known as allergist. Okay, he would first ask you about the symptoms and if there has been any previous occurrence of such symptoms in the family. Then he would perform some tests as below. So obviously, to know what kind of allergy you are having, that doctor or the allergist needs to know your symptoms, or if you have had those symptoms previously, or if there are any other people in your family who have those symptoms. Okay, and then after that, by taking some sample from you, we will talk about what kind of samples, but 3 types of tests are performed. First test is the skin test. Okay, so what is a skin test? It is a test for allergy from pollen grains, dust, food and insect stings. This test can be performed by pricking the skin with a small amount of allergen. So what do the allergists do? They take any possible allergens that might be found positive in this skin test. So suppose what kind of allergens are found positive in this skin test? Pollen grain, dust, food and insect stings. So suppose the allergist takes small amount of all these samples and they prick your skin with those allergens. So if the area around yours, that pricked portion of the skin, the area surrounding that, if it shows allergic reactions like redness, itching, rashes and all those, then the allergist would get to know what kind of allergy or to what allergen you have these allergies from. Okay, next is so in case of the area of skin becomes red, it means you are allergic. So as I said, that if the area of surrounding that pricked portion becomes red, that means you have allergies to that particular allergen. Sometimes allergens are also introduced in the skin with a fine needle. In the case the first test is negative. So if just by pricking the skin no proper result is achieved, in that case with a small needle the allergen can be entered within the body. Okay, so this is how the skin test is performed. We have 2 more tests known as scratch test, and the third one is the blood test. So both of these have different way of performing the tests. We will discuss about these 2 other tests and we will continue with the symptoms of different kinds of allergies in the next video. Okay, thank you so much.